G'day legends, welcome to Willis's Wells, and thanks for joining us here on episode 5, The Quest for Gold. So as you know, I mentioned in the last episode that we ran into a bit of a gold shortage while we're going through the trading hall, and we desperately need the gold to make the golden apples to cure the villagers. So I did a couple of mining runs, but it just wasn't cutting it what I was getting out of it. So look, I was planning on doing a gold farm, mainly to feed a buttering hall, but I think I'm going to have to move it up a bit earlier, do it now, because yeah, to finish the hall, we're going to need quite a bit more gold, because you're looking at least 8 bars per villager, so yeah, it stacks up quite a bit. So what we're doing here at the moment is collecting obsidian for our portals. We're going to have 2 big portals, 23 by 23, because that's the biggest you can build. So we're going to need about 3 stacks of obsidian. So as soon as we've got that, we're going to go up, collect the rest of the stuff, and yeah, start building the gold farm. So I'll bring this back in then. Okay, as you can see, we've got about 3.5 stacks there, which will be plenty. Pretty well devastated the place, and yeah, if we can find the way out of here, we're going to head back upstairs, grab the rest of the stuff that we need, and yeah, head over to building site. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. All right, we're geared up and ready to rock and roll. We're just in the training hall at the moment. So where we're heading is just a short boat ride over. It's another sort of island just separated from this, but don't want it too close because the portals will tendency to play up with each other. So we'll just hit the outboard and get over there a bit quicker. Yeah, I wish I went that quick. All right, so this is where we're going to put the gold farm, and we need a strip of land about roughly 70 blocks long, about 10 blocks wide. So hopefully up the top here, we should be able to squeeze it in. Do some quick measurements. Okay, hopefully we've got enough across the top here. We'll probably have to drop it down a level or 2, flatten it out, and it should be good. Yeah, it should be enough there. All right, I'm going to strip it back a bit, and yeah, get you back then. Okay, we've got the basic outline of the farm built. I'll have to dig this down a bit in segments. It'll basically turn into a slippery slide for the piglins, or the zombified piglins. All right, we'll do that. Bring it back again. Okay, as you can see, we've got it basically tiered down. Each one of them is 7 long, except for the last one that's 8. So meaning we should be able to drop a water source top here, and it should flow all the way down and stop right at the edge of the pit that we've got right in the middle, or we will have in the middle. And look at that, beautiful, perfect. We'll just check the other side to make sure it's the same, and then we can yeah, start digging down in the middle. So the water here will basically, all the as the zombified piglins fall out of the portals, this will push them all to the middle. There'll be basically just a pit in the middle, drop them down there. We'll just use full damage to kill them, and yeah, collect what they drop. Just make sure that this gets to the edge. Beautiful. All right, so we haven't stuffed that up. Bonus. All right, we'll get a bit more done, and we'll bring you back in again. Just added this in just to show you what I've been doing. I basically always carry around, as soon as I've got the emeralds for it, a stack of emeralds. These wandering traders now selling basically half a stack of wood for 4 emeralds, and I'll usually at least have one, if not two. And it's just worth buying. Yeah, I'll show you later on. I get up a decent selection, but just doing that constantly, as you can see there, I've already got basically 2 stacks of, well, 4 half stacks of different woods. Um, yeah, it's definitely something worth taking advantage of. As you can see, we've got the pit dug out. We're just at the moment building us a area down the bottom here. So we'll have a couple of filters, some crafting, all that sort of stuff. So we'll need a bit of area down here. So we're just going to clear that out, and yeah, bring us back again. Okay, we've got all the groundwork in place now. Fenced it all off. We've built ourselves a little workstation there so we can finish this off safely. I'll just give you a look inside and what we've got downstairs now. It's still open that end at the moment, but that's where we'll hook up our controls to the farm. And down the bottom here, we've got a nice big open area. You can see the pit, so the killing spot will be just at the bottom of that. Yeah, and all this area will fill up with filters and crafting areas and such forth like that. You may be asking too, why this deep? I'm going to show you. We're going to jump over onto my test flight world, and I'll show you. G'day all. Welcome, well, to Willis's test world. Look, personally, I think everyone should have one of these. It's somewhere you can experiment on builds, concepts, ideas, redstones. I also actually took the time to I didn't do all of them, but make a fair few of the different sets of armors that you can use with each different type, just to see what they look like. Geez, the blue stands out. No one done that. That's nice. Sorry, I got distracted. So, yeah, little circuits, so you remember hopper clocks, timing circuits, just different things like that. So, and if you forget to build, how to build it, just come back here and you can quickly check it. Another thing I have is started up here. Oh, the trees anyway. We've basically got every different block in the game. In case you're looking at different texture packs, so you can see how the blocks look, even interact, put them together, see what they look like. So just somewhere where basically every different block, I even did the different patterns for each of the different glazed terracotta, all the different blocks, the new ones, all the different coppers, walls of colours. Different terracottas, and then I think concrete down there, wool, your doors, your wood, shelves. Yeah, basically it's just somewhere you can come and have a look at how things may well look in game if you use a particular texture pack. But main reason we came here today is one of the tests I was doing. It's basically testing heights for when we're going to kill different creatures using the fall damage. So it's you can see 21 block height. We put our little zombified piglin down there, give him a little shove, and we see that he makes it. So we can go to 22. He lives. 24. I think you're guessing what happens here. He dies. So that's the minimum height we can make our drop down to our killing chamber. So we're using fall damage. Yeah, 24 is the way to go. But yeah, look, suggest if anyone, if you're playing sort of long-term Minecraft, something like this is definitely handy, just where somewhere you can go and yeah, experiment, do what you need to. Shit, even over here, I was experimenting on um, basically transporting items over water, and just with the water there, that's with ice, and I think that's with blue ice. Yeah, one second, let me get rid of this. I've been playing up with this. Give me the weather button. Thank you. Yeah, you get, and you're able to do things. A big difference too. Um, Actually, something else I just checked recently. Oh, here we are. Wanted to see the shelves if it truly was like a binary system, um, and to a degree it is. So you're counting up, um, and as you can see, you're increasing the power, the output on each, depending on what's in the shelf itself. So yeah, just doing things like that. But look, I could keep yabbing on it for ages out here. So what we'll do is we'll head back in now and get going with the gold farm. All right, cheers. And we're back. We've got both portals built. What we're just doing at the moment is testing what side of the portal Piglin's going to come out of. So we need to know that so we know which side to build the rest of the infrastructure. And that was easy enough. All right, that side. Cool. This is our little device that we will use to turn off the portal each time. So we'll just replace this dirt with some permanent blocks, build another one on the other one, and we'll come back. All right, now we've got both of those in. We're going to put on our ignition setup, and we'll bring you back to show you that. Okay, ignition systems are in place. Um, this one's a bit hard to see. I'll take you around to the other one to show you exactly what's involved with it. But the system to turn off, you'll see the two observers here. One of them's on a piston, sorry. We push it together, creates a clock, which the dropper there basically drops the water on and off, turning the portal off each time, with the ignition system turning it back on. Here we have the ignition system, basically a line of observers, setting up a clock which has got lava just in front of it. It interacts with the trapdoors and somehow turns the portal on each time. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it does. All right, turn it on, head outside, see if all our hard work's taken off. Look at that, flicking on and off, both of them. Yep, zombified penguins starting to drop out. Alright, we know that works, we'll turn it off. Yeah, we'll probably head down and do all the work down the bottom. I'll just show you though, even just in that short period of time, they're coming through pretty good. So yeah, we'll clean all this up, move down the bottom and get to work on that. Alright, ready to start happening down the bottom here. We've got the top blocked off there. That's where they'll all die. So we've got to put in first of all a collection and then a filter system. So like magic, there we go. All the hoppers all divided up into two sides. Always put two filters on here because just the amount of nuggets coming through and rotten flesh, too much will overwhelm these and it won't sort it as well. So this is always quite reliable. You've got your filters in there collecting the ingots. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll build up two crafting systems. So we build the ingots back up into, build the nuggets up into ingots. All right, I'll bring you back then. Okay, we've got two auto crafters set up, turning our nuggets into ingots. Got it right that time. So the nuggets, nuggets will come in the top, or come down either of the sides into the filter system. filter or bring them up into the auto crafter. All the crab or the rotten flesh will come to the back. I've got a couple of shelves, so we should be able to see the rotten flesh drop through there as it comes through. It all drops down into the bottom here into a dropper, which is hooked up to a timing circuit, which will just spit it out into the lava. See you later. All right, last thing we've got to do now is give this baby a test. So, yeah, let's crank it up. Ah, hear that wonderful noise? That's the noise of zombified piglins going splat on the ground, nuggets rolling out of them, and straight into our collection system. So that seems to be working all right. We should be starting to get plenty of rotten flesh down here. We'll keep the dirt. What I built is about halfway up to AFK point. I wanted to make sure it's basically in the middle of the farm, so there's no chance of anything being too far away and despawning. And so we can just sit here and watch the beautiful rain of zombified piglins coming down. Hopefully it's going to pick up a little bit now and go and splat below us. So what we'll do is I'm going to speed it up here. We'll probably do about a 20-minute quick visit and see what we collect. All right. Okay, I think that's been just over 20 minutes. So we'll drop downstairs and just see what we earned out of that. Stacking a bit and a stacking a bit. Well, not a huge amount, but look, that will probably do us to get a lot more villages done. And yeah, we'll probably come back and do an overnight AFK on this. But first of all, we'll put this gold to good use. I need some of these first. Thank you, sir. We'll make all them up to belt and apples, and then we'll get back into production. What's getting our employees ready for our trading hall. Had a chance to do a overnighter. I think it was about 6 hours, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, pretty happy with the results from that. Can't complain. More than enough to yeah, get the trading hall fully done. We'll probably start stockpiling this, getting it ready for a bartering hall. We are at the end of the episode. As the sun slowly sets behind our lovely gold farm. We'll finish up here. Please give us a like, subscribe, pass it on to anyone you know, and yeah, getting really dark now, aren't I? I'll see you to the next one. Alright guys, cheers.